Morning, everyone, and welcome to Swag Makers. I'm Debbie, and I'm excited to be here today. Probably because I have a doctor appointment right after this, and I dread it. So anyway, I'm happy to be here, and I hope that you all are happy to be here also. We'll wait until I use my heat gun on my cutting mat, and it just plastic melted. All right, let's see what's going on today. Is anybody here? Janice Harrison, hi sis. Okay, I forgot my glasses in the other room. So, they don't go, but we're gonna have to live with it. Hi Debbie Harmon. I can't believe I forgot to, usually that's like the one thing. Good morning, Sandy Lance. I know it's afternoon where you are at, but it's still morning here. Thank you, Mickey. The top came from Amazon, but it's also, we have learned, on Temu. I bought mine on Amazon for $29, but it's on Temu for probably, 35 cents, who knows. But it is, it's just got beautiful sleeves. It's a beautiful fabric. And the model has it unbuttoned all the way down to here and then tied. And somebody said the other day when I wore it, why don't you do the way the model does? It's like, I don't have the body for that, but thanks anyway. Hi Denise, hi Michelle, and Vina and Annette, Nikki Hunter, hi Keenan, Gail. Thank you. I'm trying to be fallish today. Lisa Tureen. Hi Denise, Diana. Hi Mama Jerry. Hi Lynn Louise. Ivy Bond. You like the pants better? They're linen. Not everybody loves linen. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kathy Fulcher. Debbie Young. We're just going to do this for a second, you guys, so don't worry. Scotty, thank you. Scotty got to see it in person. Let's see. Tracy Honecker. Hi, Joe Williams. Hi, Deborah Pena. Hi, Melva. Melva, it's on Amazon right now, but I believe it's also on Temu. So it depends, where you want to get it. Hi, Lori Camp. Hi, Michelle. Let's see. Jan Chase. Hi, sis. Hi, Paris. Happy to see you. Thank you so much. Sandy Cooper, thank you so much for sharing. If you guys will share, that would be amazing. I know it's 110 here, but you guys, my job is to get you guys ready for fall, and I'm watching all the other creators bringing out all their great fall stuff, and I thought, I'm so behind the 8 ball on this, so that's why today I'm doing this. All right, let me get back and see who I missed. Let's see, Marcella, hi Morello, hi Joy, Cindy Wingate, hi Norma, Terry Gilbert, Catherine Stefan, Annette Wilson. Did I paint them? No, these are the real deal. These are from Mackenzie Childs, and they run about, I want to say about 80, maybe $85, something like that. But they're incredible. I keep, just in case anything happens, I've got an extra pair of backup. Mama Jerry, thank you so much. Create with Mama Jerry. That's her page. If anybody needs another creator to go watch, Mama Jerry is Create with Mama Jerry. Temu has this shirt in like 5 different colors. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Diane. Hi, Lynette. We're almost there, you guys. Hi, Debbie Jordan. Thank you so much. I know you guys have already seen it. Hi, Sandra. Tony. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. Dina. Sufena. Hi, Sherry. Janice. Nancy. Okay, we're way over. I'll try and catch you guys throughout. Hi, Tony. Hi, Gwen. Shannon. Nancy. I said we're going to do a giveaway at the end. Guess what? I am giving away. This is being given away. You got to stay till the end. So, because if you're not here, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep picking numbers, or wow, that is a tongue twister. Keep picking names until you are here. So you might as well stay. Hi, Golda. Yes, Crafting with Gaga is also here, G-A-G-A. So you guys are more than welcome to come in on your Facebook business pages here. Hi, Sonia. Peggy Eaton, you think it's for you? It could be. But before we do anything, I want to show you how in the world did I do this. So I'm going to show you how to check a pumpkin today. But what I did in the meantime, these are just those little cheap pumpkins from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever. Of course my earrings match. The earrings are Temu, and the pants are, they're super linen-y and super baggy, but I love them, and I don't know what they are, but they're linen. They came from Coronado. So yeah, I'm gonna give this away today. Okay, so here's what I did. I took off that ugly, I literally just broke off that ugly pumpkin stem that's there, and it pops right off, so you don't have to worry about that. If for some reason it doesn't pop right off, if you've got something a little bit different, it can't be like a, you know, a resin or a wood, but if it's just something that you could probably pop off, you could also eat it. You please, okay, well, oh, you need a happy pick me up. Hi, Terry Lightsey. Terry Lightsey is here, and her page is Terry Lightsey, very original, and you can't miss it, and her stuff's incredible, you guys. Hi, Micheline. Janice, Janet, you love baggy pants? I do too. So here's what I did. Pop the top off. I put this finial on, so I painted the finial. These are, you can get these finials unfinished at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Painted the finial, and then I put it on. So when I take off the stem, you've only got like a little hole like that. Don't make it any bigger. And then I set this on top, and then I just start pouring hot glue all over it. And I let it drip down the sides because I love that look. Let it drip down the sides, let it do its thing. You're going to need high heat. Probably if you have a low heat, high heat gun, I always put on high heat because it's a continuous flow. But if you screw up, you can put more glue on it and then everything melts underneath, so it's no big deal. And then I paint it with liquid leaf. And that's it. And you have this incredible, you like the spill paint look? I do too. But you have this incredible, gorgeous pumpkin that I normally sell these for anywhere from, I would say, $59 to $125, depending on the size, and if it has a finial. So this would normally be about $75. So this is going to be a giveaway today just because let's kick fall off, and I'm late in getting fall to you guys. So I apologize. So I showed my member group yesterday what we're doing. I had to start painting to get it ready, but don't panic because you're going to learn how to paint any type of pumpkin, even if it looks like this. You guys, I know some people think these are so creepy. I personally think they're so fun. And when they're all checked, hi everybody, when they're all checked, it looks incredible, believe it or not. So yeah, I went ahead and painted the back just so I could get us ahead of the game. And now I'm gonna show you how to get this look, this antique, really cool divoted look in your ribs on your pumpkin. I just realized I better put an apron on, so hold on. It's right here. Okay. This, oh, look, it matches too and everything. This is a Temu apron, by the way. Come on, it's not creepy, it's fabulous, and you know it. Okay. Lynn Rose, thank you. Okay, here we go. So, I'm probably gonna get it on me, but you know what? Everything I own has something on it, so no big deal. Let me put this aside just for a second. So, here's how I started, just so you know. Because of the orange will, the dye in the orange will keep popping through all your layers of paint. You might not see it on your first layer. You might not see it on your second layer. You might not even see it till you seal it. But once you seal it, I promise, all of this orange paint is gonna come up through all your other layers unless you use a bonding agent. So, did the face come like this? Yes. Trish's Crafts and Designs? Yes, it did. Thank you for being here, sister. It did come like this. I just got it at TJ Maxx 2 days ago for $19.99. So it's at TJ Maxx right now for $19.99. Did I put my camera backwards? I guess we don't need to. It doesn't matter. Yeah, $19.99. And when these first came out, they were really expensive. Temu does have some of these, but the quality is not there, just so you know. So if I was going to get one, I would either snapshot this so that you could, you know, find it on the internet, or I bet Amazon has it. I didn't even look, and I didn't have time to tell the ladies all my links. So anyway, Dixie Belle Boss is an incredible bonding agent. So that's different than a primer. A primer is something that's going to give you a great coat. A bonding primer is not only going to give you a great first coat, but it's also going to bond to just about anything. So if you've got something that is stained, any kind of wood, but you want to paint it white or a lighter color, you need to do a bonding primer. There is also, if you're going to do a pumpkin without the crazy face, you can use spray paint. You could use a bonding spray paint. Krylon makes a bonding paint. I think it's paint and primer all in one, and it's a bonding one. So just make sure when you're doing any type of red, painting over red, purple, stain, paint, orange, those are the colors that will pop through because of that red dye. So imagine what it does to your body. That's why we don't eat red velvet cake anymore, and I love it. But yeah, I don't eat it anymore because my mom thought this is TMI, poor mom. But mom thought, you know, she needed to go see a gastroenterologist immediately because if you've ever eaten red velvet cake, it goes right through your body. It comes right back out. But wow, that was a lot of information, Mom. Sorry. Anyway, Dixie Belle Boss, you can buy that from, I buy from Deborah Boucher, Deborah Bucher Designs, Bucher Designs. So, and then I used my regular, I know, she's going to kill me. Mara, that happened to you too. There's Mara, you guys. Mara, that happened to you too. Is that funny? Yeah, she thought she was dying. She was like, yeah, I got some issues. I was like, what's going on? She goes, oh, you know, I think there's some blood. And I said, okay, well, you know, get to the doctor. Well, she had eaten red velvet cake. Anyway, so to get this look, I'm mixing the two together. Fawn by Deco Art. Sonia Montero, I'm so happy to see you. And then my base coat, which is the Dixie Belle Cotton. It's an incredible paint. So, and Deborah Bucher sells all of that. Shannon, I will find out. I know, I am on fire with that stuff. I will find out at 1 o'clock today when I go. Just how Bill's eye is. It looks fine. It totally looks fine. But, you know, anyway. Okay, so we're going to start with the Dixie Belle because I want you to see the texture and I want you to be able to do exactly what I'm doing. So let me get another dry brush. Okay, so I know my poor mom. Hopefully she's in her garage right now and she's not watching because, you know, I don't even think she follows me. So this is the Dixie Belle. Here's the consistency of Dixie Belle Boss. You see that? It's like runnier than a regular paint, but you really need to stir it up. So you got to get all the way on the bottom. This is not something you're going to shake. It's something you're going to stir. But I just wanted you to see he was orange before. And now we'll go ahead and finish bonding this. And while this is drying, we'll go ahead and start on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to keep his face just the way it is. So I'm just using my brush and kind of moving around it a little bit because I want this on the bottom to also be, we're going to black and white check this pumpkin because I really want you to see, if you haven't before or just if you need a refresher, how we do a pumpkin. It's really probably the easiest thing to do checks on. Oh, she'll hear about it. Mom can't follow you because she's too busy watching you. Yeah, poor mom. My mom, so we had our auction Sunday night and my poor mom has been in her garage with, you know, in her garage, it feels like it's about 120. Trust me, nobody's making her do this. She's got other places she can do this, but she chooses to do it out there. So I don't want anybody sending me hate mail like elder abuse, but, Yeah, she's my shipping department. So unfortunately that is, and she does love it. At least that's what she says. She could be lying, I don't know. Okay, so I did 2 coats of the bonding primer. You do not have to, but I did 2 coats back here just because I needed it to get a really good base because I didn't have a lot of time to paint it and dry it. She needs an air conditioner. You know what I got her, which cracks me up? I got her like a $50 air conditioner. It's about this big. You fill it with water. And she has, I remember the name that she calls it. She has a big, like a swamp cooler, and she calls it Henrietta. And so she's got that in there, and it's a bit really big. And then she sent me a picture yesterday. Her hair was a mess. She was beet red, and she's got this little fan just blowing up at her face. And oh my gosh, she sent it to Nicole and I, and Nicole called me immediately. And she was like, Mom, is everything okay with Mom? I said, yes. She didn't realize she was sending that to you. She thought she was just sending it to me. You know how you panic when you do that. Anyway, so, all right, so here's something I was thinking about today. I put these linen pants on, and the pockets were all wrinkled because I had washed these to try and shrink them a little bit, and the wrinkles were all, the pockets were all wrinkled. So, and I don't love to iron, but I do iron just about everything. So I put them on, and the pockets all crumpled up on my thighs, and it was like I couldn't get them off fast enough. Am I just a freak, or is that an issue with other people? And I was talking to my member group the other day. I had on a dress, and it didn't fit me right in the shoulders, and I was like the whole time trying to get it. I'm so weird about my clothes, and always have been. And my kids are too. My son would just cry and cry when he was about 3 if we made him wear a sweater. He said, it itches me. Mom does know her limits. Hi, Louisa. We're doing a giveaway, so you might not want to leave. This is what we're giving away at the end of the show today. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. Let me get this a little bit started, because that takes a while. You cut out every tag, holding us back from moving back down the valley because of the heat. Brenda, I get it. Okay, we're gonna let that sit while we start the pumpkin. So, how did I do this? Now I'm gonna show you how I got this look, and you're gonna be shocked how easy it is, and you can do the same thing. Your granddaughter has issues. I love giveaways too. And I love doing giveaways for you guys. It literally is one of my favorite things to do. So let's just do this one again. So here's how I started. I gave it 1 coat. We're just gonna redo this one. I gave it 1 coat of my base coat, which is a white, it's called Cotton by Dixie Belle. And it is a chalk, I believe it's a chalk mineral paint. And so it goes on really nice. Okay, so my first coat, you can see, is just pure white. Sally, I'm so glad. Thank you, Gail. The blouse came from Amazon, but it's also on Temu. Okay, so that's my first coat. Let it dry, but in this case I don't have to because we're just going to go right back over the bottom. And the reason I would want it to dry before, hi Angela, would be because I don't want, I need good coverage. So I've already got it, so I don't need to worry about that. Deep Browers, it's only 66. Oh, I'm very jealous of that. So then, here's what I do. I do half my brush in the white, flip my brush all the way over, and I just kind of tap in the tan or the fawn. If you wear oh, Sherry Walton, me too. Am I using OC117? Only because Deborah Bucher brought me a bunch of paint when she came to do my hutch. And so I'm kind of just using up what I have. But yes, I still love it. Okay, then watch. When you've got, and this is, you've got to keep everything wet. You're keeping everything wet. Now you see that? And you can see, compared to my other ones, it's a little bit darker than I want. No, I have not finished my hutch yet. I can't believe it. And if I get it too dark, I just go back over it with just straight white. And now I've got it where the other ones are. So then how did I make the dark in here? So I did it again. I grabbed, you always want both colors. I grabbed a little bit of white, a little bit of the fawn, and then while it's still wet, while everything's still wet, so I do it a rib at a time. Then I go in and I just make sure that the tan side or the fawn side is right in the rib. Probably hard to tell on this one just because of it's buttoned up against that, but here, let's get that back in there again. There we go. So I go ahead and do the tan down that rib. You saw that just in that corner. Wipe off my brush. I don't clean it. I just wipe it off a little bit. And then I grab straight white one more time. And this is also giving you incredible coverage as you go. But then I just do a little bit of white, still wet, right next to it. And I did put a little bit of the tan on my brush also. And that's it. And that is exactly how I did this. So it gives it such a cool look. And I thought, because if we just painted him, you know, perfectly white and black, I'm afraid that he would look terrible. Okay, I just saw this. You're doing your LV, what did I glue mine with? Mom, we glued it down with tacky glue, and Mom also sewed it in. So, you're freezing? Sorry about that. Okay, so that was how to do that. I hope that helps. You can go back and watch this again and make sure you got it down. Okay, so the next thing I do, well, actually the first thing I do is check to make sure that I have an even number of ribs. So let's just start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do have an even number. If you don't have an even number on your pumpkin, let's see if I did it on any of these. No. You can also find a really big rib. You know when you get the fake pumpkins, some of them have bigger ribs and then there's a little rib. Take your big rib, just cut it in half, literally with your pencil. Put a line down that, and then when you do either side, just pretend like it's another rib. Nobody will notice, but do it in the back. Or when you're doing a pumpkin, you know, do it on your worst side, if you will. You guys, I'm so sorry, Angela, that you guys are doing that. So we need a bonding primer on pumpkins. You need a bonding primer, yes, on orange pumpkins. If you've got, that's why when I go shopping, I'm always looking for the creamy or the white. Even the green pumpkins are much easier to paint than the orange. But I also love the orange pumpkins. And then all I do is just do the black checks. So basically, I've got an orange base instead of a white base. You can so see this pumpkin face with eyelashes. Well, good to know because I have them. So let's grab a pencil. Remember, we do everything from the center out. So let's just start on one pumpkin. And I'm an eyeballer from way back. So if you have a little bit of a, you know, a personality and you need everything perfectly measured, then go ahead and measure. But I can tell you, it's a little tough to measure a pumpkin. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, and I'm gonna do a faint line just right across the center, because I already have my horizontal lines, and you can see how big these are going to be. But I've already got my vertical lines. Now I need to work on my horizontal. So now I want to go just maybe, these are going to be big checks, but that's okay because it's a big pumpkin. So I'm just going to kind of go down like I said, I'm eyeballing it, and I'm doing this first to give me kind of my pattern for the whole pumpkin. If this stresses you out to just, like I said, to just wing it, then by all means use your ruler and measure them out perfectly. But you can see I'm pretty decent at eyeballing. Now, if these were way too big for this pumpkin, I would just do every single rib, and I would do what I just told you, and I would just put a line, like very faint line, all the way down, just like that, and cut every one of these in half, and it would also work, but I'm happy with this size. So that's gonna be the size of our checks, because we've got, these are our, and that's why I did them a little bit darker. These are the verticals, these are horizontals. All right, then I go back to the middle, and I'm gonna go one rib at a time, back and forth. So now I'm coming this way. And now I'm gonna do the next one down. This just really does help keep you in line all the way around. If you try to just do one line, then you start to get a little messed up, and then you start trying to erase and nothing is working, nothing. So, and it's frustrating. So we went that way, let's go this way now. And it's easier to have that first line done, because then you measure it against that. Okay, so here's where we're at so far. And now I'm gonna go ahead and come to the next rib this way. You see, I'm going back and forth. I'm not just gonna keep coming. There's no way your eye can keep that line, I promise you. I say this all the time. It's like doing a happy birthday poster. You've got happy birth, oh crap, day. And then you try and finagle it. The same thing is gonna happen with anytime you're doing horizontal lines. So just keep going back and forth. Well, I could tell you guys, it's not that it's easy, but it's not difficult either. You've just got to not be afraid of it. And that is why I tell everybody, don't you dare ever use a Sharpie. Because I've seen people do that. They start their, they think, oh, I'll just get ahead of the game and I'll do all my lines with Sharpie. Do not do that, because if you make a mistake, it's going to take you a bunch of coats of paint to clean that sucker up. So do everything in pencil, because number one, it's just paint. Number two, it's just pencil. You can paint over it or you can erase it, so you are fine. Now, some people, when they're doing pumpkins, like to do a little bit of a curve. Do you see what I'm doing? I've just a tiny bit of a curve so that it follows the shape. And I will probably paint mine like that, but I was giving you straight lines, just, I didn't want to confuse anybody yet. All right, so look, right there, I was talking and I started traveling downhill. So let me get back up again. So you should end up on every rib with the same amount of space on that bottom. And so far, all of ours do. So let's finish this last one. I think the checking part is incredibly relaxing. I don't know that everybody feels that way, but I definitely do. I can do it in the car. Okay, so here is, let me erase, and this is the time, if you've got some wonky lines, this is the time to erase them. Okay, so you can see we're like pretty much right on all the way around. While I've got him right here, let's now give him the paint that we did on the other sides, on the back side. So remember, I'm going to start with just a white, plain white coat first. And you see the bonding primer helps get you a nice start. And this is also how to paint around anything. Paint and check around anything. you just kind of go up to it, feather into it, and you're not going to have any issues. Well, I always say that, and somebody says, I've got issues. All right, well, you might have an issue, but you shouldn't. And sorry if I'm missing all of your comments. Is a pumpkin made of paper mache, Trudy? No, this is resin. This is a resin. It's good. It's a good sized pumpkin. It's pretty heavy. So it's resin. So this stem, there's no way that stem's coming off. That stem's staying on, and I'm not going to try and risk breaking it off or, you know, sawing it off or anything. All I'm going to do is paint this stem gold. So if you don't want to do the finial like this, and you've got a cute stem, but you want it to look better, just paint it with your plaid liquid gold leaf. Or Martha Stewart, whatever you've got, the liquid leaf. I have issues, but they don't have anything to do with it. Susie Lee. You always make me laugh. You guys, Susie is Bellalina Boutique, and she will be at our retreat. And she also does beautiful work. She is the one that taught all of us how to burn your hat, you know, where you can make images on your felt cowboy hat and write words. So for anybody going to the retreat, she will be selling those at the retreat. Speaking of retreat, you guys, if you haven't bought your virtual ticket yet, today would be a great day to buy it because tomorrow, Mary Zwinger and I are going live to do a Q&A with all of the virtual attendees for our retreat, and we're going to do a drawing. So we're also going to have a drawing there tomorrow for that, so be looking forward to that. But you got to be a virtual member. The virtual tickets are $99, and you will get to watch the entire retreat from the comfort of your bed or your couch or wherever you are. So at the top of this page, there is a link for virtual tickets. They are just $99, and we have tens and tens of giveaways for the virtuals, for just the virtuals. So it would be well worth it, and you'll get to meet everybody and see everything that's going on. So that would be a ton of fun. You're excited about the retreat? Oh, Pamela, we all are. What time tomorrow? We don't know. We're doing a luncheon with our Arizona sisters first. And so I can tell you it will be sometime probably around 2-ish my time, which would be what? 5 and 6? No, 4 and 5 for you. Is that right? Yeah, 4 and 5 for you guys. Okay, so now you can see with just the primer and just one coat of white, I've got a really good base going. Oh my gosh, you guys, that would be so cute to put a face mask over him with a sign that says something about 2020 or 2021. That would be funny. Okay, and now we're ready to put our double coat on. Let me get a little bit more paint. Oh, you love your upside down tape. Oh, I'm telling you. I don't know where mine is. Sometimes this makes me nervous. You know how it just all of a sudden will pop out? It did that the other day, and I had on black leggings. And they are now my work black leggings. I don't care for these FIFO bottles. I really don't. They're okay, but I don't know. I just don't recommend them because they're hard. I wish you could come to the retreat too. Okay, so I've got, remember, here's what we're gonna do. You've got your white. You're gonna flip your brush all the way over and go to your fawn or tan, whatever it is. So that's all. I've got more white than tan. I usually try and wipe it on my plate one time just to get rid of if it's got too much. All right. And now you can just go, you can go ahead and do it all at once. Now you can just have your dark right in that ridge. So you can see I've got the white towards me and the dark is right down that ridge. And so we just saved ourselves a step on that. And now I come back in. I've got the tan or the fawn, any of those. You do not have to have fawn. The khaki tan by Deco Art works just as well. And now you can see he's got a great rib, and that is too much. That is too much tan for me. So all I do is come back in with just white and nothing else. And I come up to that rib and the dark, but I don't go into it. So you see now I've kept it on both sides, and then you move on. White, flip it over, a little bit of the tan. And now we're gonna do this one. The key to the pumpkins, no matter what you're doing, if you're painting them orange even, if you're painting your pumpkin orange, if you like the orange and maybe it's a weird color orange and you want a really pretty orange, then I would do orange with burnt umber. So mix just like we're doing this. Those are a great combo for the ribs. Always make sure that your dark is on the same, well, it's a rib, so you can't really tell which is which. But whatever you're doing, you always want to make sure that your rib is the same way on every single, you know, that your dark is the same on every one. And I'm going to get up close to that. The key to all of this painting, you guys, is keeping everything wet. You're working wet on wet on wet. I know a lot of people that is a struggle for them. They're like, I'm not used to that. But trust me, wet on wet is what works. So it's really not that difficult to get this look. No matter who you are, you can do this. I always say, I would tell you if I was like, oh, you guys, you know, this is like checking 303, but it's not. Anytime you want this little antique look, I love it because, you know, like you can see, look at the difference. This is pure white. Let's go back here. But this one, this guy, he has just a little antique look to him, which he should because he's an oddball. He's not creepy, you guys, though. It's not creepy. He's just odd. All right, let's get the bottom done, and then we're gonna start checking all the way around. Okay, so he doesn't really have ridges per se down here. You love my apron? Thank you. I haven't done a thing to it. I bought it on Temu to, you know, jazz it up. I thought it'd be so cute with bling and all kinds of stuff. And then I didn't have a chance to do it. So, but I love it. So remember the first coat, I'm putting a little bit of tan on mine just to save some time. But usually my first coat is the primer over a orange or red or any purple pumpkin. My first coat is the bonding primer, which is the Dixie Belle bonding primer. And then it's called Dixie Belle Boss. And now they have another one called, I think it's called Better Boss. Somebody would know. I got black, yeah, I know. That I'll fix. I did it this morning when I was bringing it in here. I knocked up against my brush, so no big deal. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the tan on my corner, a little bit of white. That's what it looks like. See, way more white than the tan. And I'm just gonna make sure this has a good rib. We're gonna kind of just make a rib because he really doesn't have anything going on here, but he's got wrinkles. So, and then we're gonna go back over that with just a little bit of white because it got dark. Well, you can instantly see if it's right or not. But you definitely want to get that tan in there. And right here, if I come up next to that tan with the white, it automatically gives it a ridge. So remember, where there's light, there has to be dark. Where there's light, there has to be dark to give it a realistic look. Wipe this off. I am so sorry, you guys, that I'm missing so many. Do Barbara Craft, I do. I forced Bill to watch it. He is not a fan, but I love it. I'm only on the 3rd episode, though, because I got a late start on it. So I'm only on episode 3, but that's what I do. Like, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll watch it. I'll keep it on really low and watch it. Or now that Mom's taught me how to do the closed caption. Okay, look how cute he is. I know a lot of you are like, you're out of your mind. That is not, there's nothing cute about that, but I think he's cute. Hi, Mary, Scott. He looks like an Oompa Loompa. Oh, he totally does. All right, let's just get this dry. Okay, while I've got white paint on my plate, let's fix his eyes. I think his eyes are a little off. Like, they just have no life in them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, let's see, how big are his eyes? They're not that big. I'm gonna put a little bit more, yes, and wait till you see him with all of his checks on. He'll be dashing. Well, maybe not dashing. Get caught up tonight. It's gonna be epic. Oh, okay, I will. All right, so I'm using just a eraser. Go ahead and pop that in there. I know right now it looks freaky, just hold on. Okay, so if I had little beads on those, Bill said this morning when he saw him, he goes, I feel like his eyes are following me. I go, he's not following you. He goes, I don't like him. I said, okay, baby, goodbye. He's fine. All right, once that dries, then we will finish up his eyes. Big brother, that's what we're talking about, Jody. How are we doing on time? Oh my gosh, we're only 45 minutes in. Nice. All right, so now I can kind of keep coming around with these. And my hand is like automatically doing it kind of at a curve. So, but you see, I'm more sketching than actually, you know, these aren't completely defined. All right, we're gonna come here, here. Now we're gonna come back this way because we don't wanna keep going too much. And all I'm doing is following my little lines. Okay, hold on. This is why you do it in pencil. This is exactly what I was talking about. Can you see what's going on right here? I've got 3 more lines here and only 2 lines here. And you know why that is? Because I got this one way too low. So I'm gonna pull this one up just a little bit because his face has a weird shape. So you've got to be on top of your game when you're doing this. All right, so this one's gonna go like way up here and it will still match. And then, let's see, this is going here. Again, this is why you go back and forth, because I've done some things where I get to the end and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so far off. And then I go back to fix it and find out that I have what just happened there. Okay, so I'm glad that happened. So now you know what to do to fix it. Just kind of bring your lines down a little bit more. And then I will have one of these like right about there. So you'll see when we do, now that doesn't touch. And this one doesn't touch any further. Okay, did that make sense? He has a man on the moon. That's why you use a pencil, Vina. That's exactly right, every time. Okay, we're ready to check. And so let's just start, obviously in the back. So if I have any issues, that's where I always want you guys to start, but a pumpkin is round. But we're gonna start back here, and I'm just gonna do a mark in every other one. And then now I'm going in between, because remember, we want this to look black and white. So every other. And I can assure you, you're never, ever good enough at this to not do these marks. I have gotten myself caught a number of times if I don't do them. All right, so we're going to have to give this like a little bit of line right here. Do you see what I'm saying? Because otherwise, these are going to be just one huge checks, and that's not what we want. So since there's a rib there, we're making checks. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to come, let's see, there's that and that. And those two are done. So let's see, I've got one here, 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 here. And then this is where you just pray it works out. And if it doesn't, then you go back and you erase and see where you made the blunder. Okay, I see what's going on because of his face. You guys, I've been checking and teaching checking for almost 20 years now. And I still do this. So, all right, here, here. That's what I wanted to tell you. Sometimes when you've got like a weird, because this is a weird shape right now. Oh my gosh, he could be a Santa. You've got a weird shape. So, you know, start from the top, like where you were before. Start there. The face should have been the last thing I did. Okay, and then you can see we're right on every other. So now I know, so let me get on his face and see. We might have to add one more square to his face, which is no big deal. Let me get rid of all of these. This is an awful big space right here. I think we're gonna give him one more. You can always add like this. Nobody will ever know. So, let's see, we've got here, 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 and then here. And now it all works out. Did that make sense? Sometimes you just gotta throw one in there because when you're looking at the overall picture, nobody will think anything of it when you're looking at the overall picture. Now, I didn't want his, I want it to look like he's coming out of the pumpkin. So here we go. I know you guys are like, when are we getting to the checks? Okay, if you missed hearing it earlier, we're giving this pumpkin away at the end of today. So you gotta stay till the end, and then I'm gonna scroll up, scroll down, and give it away. And always for my black squares, I am always using Deco Art Lamp Black. I've tried Deco Earth Black, I've tried Folk Art, I've tried every one under the sun, and there is not one black paint that I've ever tried that is a one coat paint like this is. So, little old me, gifts and specialties, welcome. You love the check. Okay, good. All right, so again, we're gonna start in the back just to get our, let Stella get her groove going. Offload. I don't care how stinking big these checks are. Offload first. And now when I get to this little narrow place, I'm kind of up on my brush. Almost straight up and down. And then I come into that rib a little bit, grab a little bit more paint. Remember, I grabbed a little paint, so I got to offload. And now this is where my brush now is going to be. My brush is going to be right here. So I've got the top right in the underneath that stem, and I've got the left side of that brush right in the rib. And I'm just going to push. I applied pressure and I just pushed. Dewada, yes, you can, I promise. I offload it again, and now I'm going to get on this other side of that rib. And then when I get to the bottom, you can't come at it like this. You have to just turn your brush on its side, get in the corner, and now you're just, all you're doing is pushing that way. So let's do it again. So now we're here, offload. And I'm going to get my brush in that corner, and I'm just going to push straight down, but not all the way. I'm going to get in this corner. Remember, now you flip your brush. Get in the corner and just push as far as you can, as far as you have paint. And then you see, I keep going back into the middle to grab more paint. And now my brush is in this corner, on its side, and all I'm doing is I'm right on the line, I'm applying pressure. Flip your brush over, you got more paint on the other side. And now we've got two. And then you always want to make sure that they connect. Some creators don't do that, and that's fine. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I just got to get in here. I personally like it better when they touch. Okay, so, Shannon, you are. Okay, keep going. I know some people are like, oh, it takes me forever. You know, you're gonna get to a point where you can do it pretty darn quick. See, I didn't even lift my brush at that point. I just kept going. Offload. That is your big homework. Always remember to offload. And here's what's great about pumpkins. If you have a hard time keeping a straight line, then do a curved line, and it works just as well. Now here, if you're like right here and you went, oh shoot, look what I just did, okay? What do you do to fix that? You just, now that is your new bottom line. And then just bring it back up to match the next row, okay? Nobody will notice if it's a tiny bit bigger than any other check. So that's what you want to do. Offload, offload, offload. That's exactly right. Okay, Mara, thanks for popping in. Have a good day. Yes, I think it was time to, do this. It was a little early, but like I said, my job is to keep you guys ahead of the game in crafting, and I have been lax in that for fall because I feel like I've had so many projects. I've still got a million more. People say, how do you have so many ideas? I have no idea. I mean, I really don't. I have a lot of stuff though, and it's easier when you have a lot of stuff. Offload, and this is like this one is a bigger check. So I'm gonna get in there and make it a little bit bigger. Get a little bit more paint on that brush. I hope this is helping for anybody that's like, I'm having such a hard time getting it. You can always watch any of my old, look at how pretty. The black is always such a beautiful color. I mean, really, against anything, because black and white is a neutral. So it doesn't matter what color you're working with, it becomes, it just enhances everything around it. You see, I am not coming near my lines until I've offloaded. Not even taking a chance on it. Because when I have, I've been mad at myself for doing it. Okay, we got this guy to right here. Okay, and then I'm going to put one little one right here. That one I just kind of made up, but it's got it. Do you see what I mean? The only way for him to look like he is popping out of this pumpkin is by doing that. Sue and Mary, I hope you guys are catching comments or questions. I feel terrible when I can't do that. But I got my mom in a 100-degree garage right now, and not mine. You could watch it again and again, Shannon. He's a little less creepy, isn't he? And wait till we get his eyes done. I hesitate to say he's going to be adorable, but I think he's just fun and different. And like I said, they have these at TJ Maxx for just $19. When they came out a couple years ago, I think I paid like $39 for it in a store and not checked. So I know a lot of you were trying to figure out how is that going to look around his face. This is how it's going to look around his face. Just more, I think it's just more handsome than just the plain orange. And this is such a great lesson in pumpkin painting for you guys. You're having FOMO big time, Gil. Oh, the retreat. Oh, yeah. Well, at least get your virtual ticket, you guys, so that you'll miss a lot, but at least you'll get to see us having fun. What could be possibly worse than that? No, it'll be so much fun for the virtuals too. So if you missed my announcement earlier, Mary Zwinger and I will go live on the virtual retreat page tomorrow to do a Q&A for the virtual people. And if you haven't bought your ticket, of course, it's never too late. You can buy your ticket up until the retreat, but if you were to buy it today or tomorrow before we go live, we're going to do a drawing. So we're going to give it away. He already looks better, doesn't he? Doesn't look near as creepy. Just remember, offload, use a good brush. We sell these brushes. These are Dynasty brushes, or there's a Zen brushes at Michael's. Sometimes you can find them. And what I love about these, the only brushes I check with, because you can see it's straight across flat and they're firm. They're really nice firm brushes, and that's what you're looking for. Something that's got a flat top and that it's firm. If it was, kind of a loosey-goosey kind of brush, you're not going to have as good a luck with it. And I want to give you the tools to succeed doing this. Come on, you guys. You know it's cute. You'll never learn to check unless it's flat and firm. That's exactly right. I'm going to show you on my hand. This is a Dynasty brush. This is the brushes that we sell. And we should have a link, or one of the girls will bring one. But if you're in a store, craft store, or hobby store, whatever, you put that brush on the back of your hand. And if those bristles don't spread out like that, if they stay tight, then that is a good brush. Do you see that? Both sides, no matter what you do, that brush is staying flat and firm. So that is the key. And when you're checking, you want to make sure that your brush is always half or less than the size of your check. The width should be half or less. This is actually a pretty small brush for this size. Does Bill like to do puzzles? Bill likes to play Sudoku all day long. Like he would play Sudoku. He'll play it for hours on an airplane. When he's waiting for me to finish up working, he will be in his office playing. He'll either be playing solitaire on the computer or Sudoku on his phone. But when I talked to his doctor was like, that's amazing that he's doing that. Nothing better than to keep his mind going. Like, that's incredible that he can, he is a math wizard too. I think he can tell you down to the penny how much money he has in the bank and in his, you know, all of his stuff at all times. He's just on top of it. I'm anxious for you to see how this face, I'm kind of do the face because it'll take us a while to get all the way around, but you've never played Sudoku? I haven't either. And Nicole loves to play it. My daughter loves to play it too. But I don't know if I'm not that smart or I'm not that entertained by it. But it's just not something that interests me. So anytime I'm going into a space that's too tiny for this wide a brush, I can either get like a smaller little brush, a detail brush, or I can put my brush up on its side. So now, instead of being flat, I'm straight up and down, trying to get in this little teeny spot. All right, where's the next one? The next one is here. It does make me a little nervous when I get to these kind of spaces where, you know, it's a little cattywampus. He is looking good. So today is my doctor appointment and then finally getting my nails done today. They've held up pretty good though. This is like 3.5 weeks. No, 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks today actually, but they're not too bad. That's why I always get a French because you really can't notice it as much as you can on a color. Do you guys have questions? He makes me smile too. Do you guys have questions about like this process? I do checks in, you know, a vast majority of my project. I've done checks, so you can watch all kinds of replays. How did the gastro doctor appointment go? Good. She just called me this morning and scheduled it. I have to do an endoscopy and a colonoscopy September 4th. So she wanted me to do it before the retreat, and I was like, absolutely, there's no way I'm doing that because I would be so stressed out about it. And he said, I asked if I could do the pill prep, and he said, no, you can, but he said you have to take like 24 pills. And for me, taking pills is just as bad as drinking something. So I'm just going to drink it and get it over with. Ugh. Dreading it, but I'll be glad when I'm done and to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, I've said this before. I always think you guys are so bored when I'm doing this. Then I watch another creator doing the same thing and I'm like mesmerized by it. Why? I don't know, but it's just the way it is. The other key is just make sure you're touching, not going over. You just want to touch it. Oh my gosh, he's really cute. Let's finish up his face. And for crying out loud, if you're going to take your handle or your stem off of your pumpkin, do it at the bitter end. Don't do it first, because you need that. You need it to hold on to. I've made the mistake of getting excited and, you know, wanting to get that stem off first just to see what it's going to look like. And then I screw myself. The drink isn't that bad anymore. The French does not show the wear, yeah, as much. If you look up close, it would, but oh, this lady, she did such a good manicure, and I'm so disappointed because I really wanted to go back to her, but they overcharged me, and so I'm over it. I'm like, no, I just don't trust them. All right, let's get this one. I want this one a little bit wider. Looks like he's got a soul patch. That's funny. But when the checks are this big, you can get around it pretty quick. And I'm excited for you guys now to see what it looks like with the antiquing on it, because it does make a difference in the overall look. I think he's going to be cute too. And then anywhere where I need to do touch up, I can just, I'll just add some antique gold to a orange, and you can see, then I can touch up anything on his face, but so far we don't really need anything yet. This one, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. You see what I'm talking about right here. Let's get something tiny. Right here, that's gotta get done. So I gotta get up in his, like just beside his mouth with a little tiny brush. Otherwise that was not gonna look right. Isn't that crazy? But it just needed that little, right there, it just needed that tiny little bit just to have it all make sense. Okay. What are we doing on time? Oh, it's not bad. But now I can see like that I've got that, when I'm this far, I can see where I've got some issues that I need to fix. So that's a fun one right there. I've got to get it a little bit higher, or actually I'm going to get this one a little bit lower. You can play with them. So now that all matches up straight across his face too. You guys want me to keep going, or should we just fix his face and paint the stem and call it a day? Because I don't want to keep everybody on here. I know most of you are probably just waiting for the giveaway. Sheila, you're so sweet. That is such a nice thing to say. Keep going, Vanessa. Hi, Susan. So I make sure that if my line is not right, obviously don't paint it. You know what I mean? If your line is screwed up, then eyeball what it should be. But I usually try and get my lines pretty well erased and perfected before I start any type of painting. And the other rule is, if you are selling this, if you're going to do anything and sell it, you get that bottom painted. You get the tag off first, but then you get that bottom painted. So I will paint this bottom probably the same as I do the stem in the gold. You'll let your boss. Yeah. Shelly, I've responded twice. I did. I responded twice. Messenger, and I sent a reply on email. So FYI, it's too late. So we're gonna just punt and do something different. But yeah, I did. I've responded a couple times. Just so you know, I probably didn't tell you where I responded though, so you wouldn't have known. I kind of like these big checks. What do you guys think? Looks like he has a turtleneck. Who wanted cards last night? It's still me. I'm on a roll right now. It is, right now we're at 60 games to 70 games. I've won 70 games since summer, and he's won 60 games. But it is fun. We just keep this going all year, and then we start over when we get to, when we go to Coronado in the summer, then we start up again. So yeah, I'm on a roll. His face, basically we're gonna change his eyes, but other than that, I'm gonna leave it. I might change his lip color. It's a little, it's a little drab for me. He is so cute. Oh, it does look like he's got a turtleneck on. Isn't that funny? Is there a prize for the winner? No, no. Especially if I win. Okay. I think it's silly to just keep going because it's really not making any difference for you guys, but let's at least do the top so that we can paint the stem and you can see the difference. I don't want to keep everybody, I know everybody's waiting for that giveaway, so let's get all of our tops done. So you see, this is what I'm talking about. My line is down here, but obviously I can see I connected a little bit higher than that. So I'm gonna just, when I get done painting, before I do sealing or before I seal it or anything else, I will erase, where am I? I will erase that little line because I got too far down on that. So that's how you kind of figure it all out. Jackie Jackson, yes, he's at TJ Maxx. I guarantee they probably got more at Home Goods. And I bet you can find him maybe at Marshall's. Sue or Mary, did you guys happen to find him on Amazon? Like I said, he's on Temu, but they're a lot smaller, and he really doesn't look anything. I mean, he looks close to this. Does the black on each side of the mouth look funny, or is it just me? We'll look at it again, and if it looks funny to everybody, then we will make his lips bigger. What I love is there's always a way to fix everything. But like I said, my whole point in this is making him look like he's a pumpkin man, and he's popping out of this pumpkin. I did get my MC barn order yesterday, and I was very happy with it. I don't buy a lot anymore, obviously, but they had their barn sale, and a lot of items were half off. And I have been wanting that big barrel thing. It's all black and white check. that goes around your Christmas tree. What are those called? So it's, you know, it covers up all the mechanics of your Christmas tree if you've got a fake one, and it just enhances if you've got a real one. So anyway, I got one of those, and it came in the biggest box I have ever seen. I mean, it's huge. So it's so big a box, even Mom won't be able to use it. All right, should we just keep going? My appointment, if you're talking to me, my appointment is at 1. So, and he's less than 5 minutes from here. We got super lucky with that. So nice to have the doctors close by. We've only got a couple more, so let's just finish it up. We might as well. A tree cuff, a tree skirt. Well, tree cuff. That's exactly what it is, a tree cuff. And if you guys have seen it, you know, I would have never paid full price for it, but I've always wanted one, so I didn't mind paying half price. And I got wallpaper. That was the other thing I got. Wallpaper, but not to wallpaper anything. I got it just to use for projects. Big projects. You know, a pumpkin in that wallpaper would probably be darling. I need to look at it and see how I could configure it. So if you've got little checks, obviously you're not going to whip through it this fast, but these are so big. The big thing that goes around the tree, that's right, Kay. That's exactly what we call it. Yeah, when it came in, Bill said, what in the world did you buy? And I said, Bill, I have no idea. Because there was no, it didn't say Mackenzie Childs or anything on the outside of the box. It was just like said shipping something. And I said, oh God, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, oh gosh, why are you home? And why did you get these packages before me? Lately, he always says, because he loves opening up packages, and he said, do you want me to open up these packages? And in my head, I'm thinking, no, because I've been ordering, you know, some clothes and shoes and some different jewelry, some different things for the retreat. So I thought, oh no, you don't need to open them. You love the peel and stick wallpaper? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It is so easy. Now I am noticing I did my whole bar in black and white stripes, and the peel and stick, and the peel and stick stripe, black and white stripe wallpaper is very white. And my house is definitely not like white. It's more of a beige white. So what I did on that is I took just the dark antiquing gel or wax from Behr. So it's the Home Depot antique wax, the dark antique wax. I took that and I just kind of, you know, went all over all the stripes, and it looks almost exactly like this paint right here. It almost looks exactly like these colors. It's just not like white. So once I did that, I loved it. I'll take a picture of it today and post it when I post this, because like I said, it is basically the same colors. My stripes are just vertical instead of horizontal. Last one. Everybody's like, thank God. Patricia, what a sweet thing. Thank you so much. You know, anytime I leave the house, I try to look halfway decent, because Bill's famous for, you know, in the middle of the day, he'll say, hey, you want to meet me for dinner? No, because I have my slippers on and I didn't shower today yet. And so I'm like, no, I don't. But he knows on my day off, we'll probably meet somewhere. So, okay, there it is. Come on. That is so fun. All right, once we make, I see exactly what you're saying, Barbara, but I think once we make his lips a little bit better, then it's all gonna make sense. Valerie, you're so sweet. Thank you. All right, let's get more of like a burgundy red. I'm going to use deep burgundy. Thank you guys. I did this a couple years ago, so if you were with me a couple years ago, I did one exactly like him. For my member group, I go live at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, so don't forget, you guys, we're going early. Mom will be here because we've got our Arizona sister lunch tomorrow. So, okay, let's see if we can fix his lips up. You won your lamp at the auction. Can't wait to get it. Oh, Jackie, did you win the little teapot lamp? I'm trying to think what other lamp I had. All right, so I think this is going to make a big difference. You see, we're using the white for the highlighting too. So I'm going to start. I want them a little bit dark. And I'm just following their shape. Not doing anything different yet. And then we'll see if we need to. Basically, I'm giving him lip liner right now. There is no pumpkin. Okay, good, you guys. There's no pumpkin in the icons. You mean the emojis? I used one. I used a pumpkin emoji, if that's what you're talking about. If not, then I'm just stinking nosy, trying to figure out what everybody's talking about. Those are happier lips. No, I think he's gonna look like the, who's it, the Joker or the Riddler that has that big smile, but it's creepy. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, with the size. All right, we're gonna do a little highlight on the bottom of white, maybe a little bit right there. So look at that, just a little tiny bit. All right, what else do we need? His eyebrows are kind of bugging me a little bit. I want to get his eyebrows just a little bit a different color. So I'm going to use a burnt umber just to give him a little bit more color. I don't know, those look weird. They don't look like pumpkin. It looks okay. Okay. They don't look like pumpkin eyebrows. We need pumpkin eyebrows. I don't know what pumpkin eyebrows look like, but I don't think whatever is here is it. All right, let's try a little bit. I'm gonna go with just a little bit of burnt umber. Just add it to give it just a little bit more pizzazz. Does that look better? I think his were creepy before. That's what made him creepy, you guys. Not his creepy face, just his creepy eyebrows. Better. Okay, let's do our, okay. We're gonna do a little black dot in the eyes. Normally I would go the other way, but they had that big black circle there already, so we're just going with how they started it. Normally I would do the white, the color, and then the black, and then the white. But the white had to be so big on this that I want to do a black little sparkle dot. He needs a wax. Okay, so I'm going to take the bottom of my paintbrush. I'm dipping in a fresh puddle of paint. Tap on my plate one time, and let's give him a little sparkle. Sometimes they look cross-eyed to me, but love or hate, I kind of like his eyes now. Okay, we need to get a little bit of dark on his eyelids, so it gives it that like more sunk in look. Seriously, you guys, this is like playing paper dolls at this point now when you get to do this stuff. That was too much. Let me take some of that back off. There. I just want them sunk just a little bit so it makes sense. The eyebrows are better. I can make them even darker, you guys. I'm thinking they could go a little darker. Just taking my finger and wiping a little bit of that back off. What do you think? Should they go darker? He looks happier, doesn't he? What do we say? Big eyes or happy eyes? Yeah, I like him darker. Still look like somebody's father-in-law? Probably more so now. Okay. All right, well, he is kind of creepy, but I think it's so much better. Let's paint the stem. And actually, let's erase wherever we need to erase. So I told you guys before, if you have pencil lines on whatever your project is, and you go to paint over it, and then seal it, your pencil lines are going to be there forever the minute you seal it. And it doesn't hide them, it puts a neon sign on them. So make sure this is your, before you do your last few steps, make sure you've got all of your lines that you didn't quite match up with. I got a couple spots to touch up, but okay, let's see. I do have something right here. Okay, do you guys want to see a little line? He does have a little personality now. Let's see if we want to do a little really dry, this is dry brushing. I'm going to take some white and then wipe it right back off my brush. And let's see if we want to do a little highlight on him. I got some touch up on that to do, which I'll do. You see, it's just so barely there. Do you like the lines or do you like him better clean? Definitely needs glasses. Hold on. You know me, I have everything. Masquerade mascot. I think that's such a cute idea. Okay. I wonder if, okay, we'd have to break off the arms. I'll probably break them right here. But picture, oh my gosh, let's just do it, you guys, come on. All right, what did we decide? Oh my gosh, Angela, God, you're making me cry today. Thank you for sprinkling. You guys, this would be a good one to sprinkle. You know how sometimes I'm like, oh, don't sprinkle. But let's see, how far away do I want them? Probably about like this. Look at that. And just like that, he's going to get some glasses. You love the white line? You guys like the lines. Okay. Oh my gosh, and they fit perfect. Oh, I love him. I love him. Okay, so let's finish up the lines and then we're gonna seal, I'm gonna seal the face so that we can, oh yeah, rosy cheeks for sure. But then I wanna seal the face so you can see what this is gonna look like with the shine on it. Now I promise I'll stop screwing around, but you know, once you get this far, you're like, oh my God, I just gotta keep going. I'm just doing any of them that are right around his face. I'll touch that stuff back up. Okay, he just makes me laugh. You go out with him. Yeah, he's cute. Okay, let's do some rosy cheeks. And I think on him, I don't, hold on. Let's use blush. Because I'm afraid if I get him, if I try and do paint on him, it might get weird. And I don't want him to look like a girl, for crying out loud. There we go. Oh, that made a big difference. Great recommendation. I always keep some blush around for this reason. I do have eyelashes, but I'm afraid we're gonna make him too feminine if I do eyelashes on him too. What do you guys think? That is so cute. That one side isn't taking it as quick as the other side. The glasses are it? Yes, the glasses are plenty. I agree. Come on. Isn't that weird? This side is really, it's hardly showing up, but on the other side. Look how much better it is on the other side. I can't figure it out. Let me try a different brush. Maybe there's something on that. No eyelashes? Okay, I won't. Maybe I just needed a deeper brush for this side because there are more crevices on this side. Good grief, pal. He needs to exfoliate, that's for sure. Okay, there we go. It's close. I could probably, even after I seal it. All right, let's seal it just because I want you guys to see him shiny, and then I will go back and do any adjustments that need to be done. But I want you to see him. You've come this far. You've waited this long with me. So, like I said, don't worry if you see a blunder or whatever, because I'll go back and fix it all. This is just to show you. Already, look at that, how much better he looks. Pam Elliott, that's why you're one of my dearest friends. I'm using the Liquitex High Gloss. Liquitex High Gloss. This is what I'm using. Liquitex High Gloss. I buy it at Hobby Lobby or Amazon or I think Michael's probably carries it too. Okay, you see I'm kind of avoiding the I'm avoiding the blush for just a second. It's the last thing I'm going to do when I have almost nothing on my brush so it doesn't move around. I love the shine too. You guys, thank you for staying and waiting it out with me with this one. I actually was thinking it might even take longer, so I'm pleased with how we got it done. You know, we could also do a black and white polka dot stem. Did you see? I didn't dip in again. I'm just kind of picking up what I'm throwing down. I'm just picking up a little bit just to get the sheen on there, but without moving I'm going to have to get more on that side, so I will do that. What do you guys think? Gold or black and white check? Sharon, some days I don't feel like it. Some days I feel like I'm just dragging. But, okay. He is so fun, but look at the difference, shiny. Now he just goes together. I was going to do gold on the stem. Yes, on the polka dot. Okay, let's try, because we can try a little bit of the black just to see, and if we don't like it, I can paint over it with the gold. So let's just try a little bit of the black. That's not bad, but let's try the gold. Where did I put it? It's right here. Here it is. And here's my glasses, but I wanted to seal them before we get those on. He is unique. I know, that's exactly right. He, hopefully he will make you smile. Okay, let's try the gold right here. I think the gold is going to class him up a little bit. Doesn't show up very well, does it? I mean, it's... the gold kind of, you like the black, the gold really does jazz him up, but you think the polka dots might take away from the cheeks. So, in other words, well, yes, gold stem. All right, I see more of that than anything, so let's just go for it. You know, if you like the drip appeal, even though you don't need to do the hot glue to get the drip, you could always just take your gold and just kind of, you know, shake it down a little bit. You could do the glue, and so you got more of a puddle than just like a mishap look. But I'm not going to do that to him. We're going to just leave him alone. And definitely have a lazy Susan out when you do this. Go for the gold, that's right. Yes, you're right. The gold with the glasses is what's going to look good. The gold with the glasses is going to look amazing. Well, I'm excited. We actually finished a whole project. Okay, let's put his glasses on. Oh yeah, look at, he's like high society gentleman now. Oh my gosh, he doesn't need a crown, does he? I don't think he does. Let's get his glasses on. All right, let me dry his face so that those will glue on. When it's so shiny, you can't tell. What was that, Patty? Okay, now, just for time purposes, I'm going to hot glue these on, but just know I'm going to have to go back and like really attach them, but I'm dying right now. Okay, hold on. This is where it's the big secret reveal. Come on. Okay, hold on. Let me let it dry. Oh, the glasses are insane funny. I know you guys are like, yeah, well, we'd like to see it too. Louisa, yes, you can definitely take him out for a hot night on the town. Come on. That hot glue isn't grabbing on this one side. So let me grab a little bit more. like I said, that'll pop right off and then I'll do something different. But just for our purposes today. I'm still holding it. The gold stem is perfect. Making sure these are holding. I need to get a little bit of glue right there on the nose piece. Oh my goodness, look at this sweet boy. Oh my gosh, and then you just put a Santa cap on him for Christmas because he totally looks like Santa now. That would be so funny. I love him so much. That was really fun. Thank you guys for all of your help along the way. If anybody wants to screenshot him, he is really fun. If I can find another one, I'll go get another one. But right now we are going, look at more people than we've had in forever on here. Maybe I just have to do a giveaway every single time to get you guys to stay. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up and scroll down. We cover your shipping, we cover everything. Unless you're in a whole nother country, then we might have to talk about shipping, but no matter what, I'm excited to give it away. And let me tell you how tall it is. So you know, it is exactly 12 inches by like 7.5 inches. So it's a nice good size. It's all hand painted by me and it's got that dripping gold that I was talking about. So I've got a couple of touch-up spots on it, so don't worry about that. But anyway, all right, here we go. I'm going to scroll all the way down. Let's see, let's go as far as we can for those of you that have stayed the whole time. All right, now here we go. Oh, I don't have Mom here to say stop, but I'm going to just guess that it has stopped by now. Patricia Sasser. Patricia Sasser, you just won the pumpkin. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you, Patricia Sasser. I will get this in the mail to you. Mom will get it in the mail to you on Saturday, so you'll have it. So thank you so much, everybody. Look, everybody just takes off. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope you enjoyed it. Next week, I will be with Mara and Jennifer. So the three of us will go live and at least say hi here on Swag Makers. I don't know if we'll do a project. We might. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Please come back and see me again. And for the record, I mean, talk about the difference in, yeah, you can have a pumpkin. Anybody can have a pumpkin. But do you have a grandpa pumpkin? So anyway, he's so fun. This looks like the white underneath his lips almost looks like buck teeth. Anyway, all right, you guys, I will, my member group, I'll see you guys in the morning, 10 a.m. my time. And if you ever want more of me, I can't imagine, but more importantly, if you want more Mom, join our member group. It's Check Savvy Live. You can sign up under www.studiomdaz.com. So that's my big commercial, one and only. All right, talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.